Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Now today, a very brief video on why I've just purchased the Apple MacBook Air, the M2 MacBook Air I've got here. Now I've purchased not quite the base model, but not far off. It's got 8 gig of unified memory, they don't call it RAM these days, of unified memory, and it's got a 512 gig internal SSD drive. I love Macs. I've done a separate video on why I love Macs. I'm not going to go into great detail why I love Macs, but the MacBook Air I purchased, I wanted an additional Mac for doing this sort of thing, for doing presentations, and for editing photographs on. I've got my MacBook Pro, the 14-inch MacBook Pro. I've actually got it just down here with some bullet points on. But I use my MacBook Pro all the time. Actually, I've got it here. Here we go. There's my MacBook Pro that I use all the time for my video editing. A great computer. This has got more ports on it for video editing, and it has got 16 gigs of RAM in it. Now, Macs are so much better than PCs, but that's a separate video. The MacBook Air that I have here is a 15-inch display as opposed to a 13-inch one, because of me poor eyesight, I wanted one with a bigger display. And it is just so nice. It's so compact, it's beautifully designed. It's only got it's got a headphone jack on that side, and it's got 2 USB-C ports on that side, and your MagSafe charging port here, which is really good. I've got an external hard drive plugged into there, and my speaker microphone, plugged into that USB-C port. Obviously you can plug a hub in. I quite often use USB-C hubs, they work absolutely fine. But I love its Retina display. I mean, that's what they call it. It's an OLED display, Retina display. So blacks are really black, and the screen quality is fantastic. Battery life is phenomenal. I've had this about 10 days now, and I've only charged it up once since I've had it. And it just keeps on going. Again, battery life is showing up there, about 80%, something like that, up there. Really good. The operating system is fantastic, as I've said in other videos, and that's why I love Macs over PCs. And you can do productive work even on this with 8 gig of RAM. It still does your photo editing lovely. It's no problem at all. I've not had any issues with it whatsoever. I haven't actually done any real thorough video editing on here. I have put DaVinci Resolve on here and Final Cut Pro, but I've not done any serious editing in video as yet. But photography, yeah, absolutely works beautiful. Works really good. It's fast, it's snappy. Keyboard is lovely to work with, and it's got a really large trackpad. If you're doing typing, or you're doing something that does, where you do need a trackpad, this trackpad is huge. And it's beautiful for scrolling through images, for using 2 fingers to double click, 3 fingers to find out what windows are open. Obviously I've only got 1 window open there, but if I did have another window open, let's load up Chrome. You can see I've got my website there, 3 strokes, and you've got your various windows open there, so you can see what's open. Really fluid, just smooth. The whole operation is just really smooth, really fluid. And the integration with your iPhone is great, because you can do a text message on your iPhone and it will come up on your computer as well. Phone calls you can transfer from your iPhone to your computer, copy and pasting. So if you've got some text you want to copy from your iPhone to your computer, you can do that absolutely doddle. Everything about the way the integration works, the whole ecosystem. AirDrop is great. I use it on a regular basis. If you've got a photograph on your iPhone and you want to transmit it to your computer, just use AirDrop and it's transmitted in no time whatsoever. That has been demonstrated in a separate video. I'll leave a link up here, or maybe at the end of this video, to that video. You can see how AirDrop and all the other integration works with the Mac OS system. Sound quality on my MacBook Air is absolutely superb. I can't really demonstrate that here because it'd be a bit pointless trying to demonstrate it on this video. Yeah, sound quality is the best I've come across using a laptop It is really, really good. So yeah, all in all, the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pros, the whole system is really nice, really thin as well. I mean, nothing to that, really thin, really lightweight, but you can tell the build quality is stunning. Really stunning build quality with these MacBooks. So yeah, I'm a big fan, I'm a big Apple fan, and I think you can tell that. But one of the reasons I am a big Apple fan is because it gets the job done. In my business, for many years now, I've been in business, I need to be able to get work out for clients. I need to be able to get the job done. I can't be spending time mucking around with PCs, not installing software, and then you get error messages, but the error messages don't tell you why there's an error, it just says error. You just get all sorts of problems with Windows that I just can't stomach. The other thing that is great with the Macs is the App Store. So if you download or buy an app through the App Store, it's always going to be there. So if you do need to reinstall your hard drive or you do buy a new Mac, you just go into your purchases and they'll be there. And also, once you've paid for it once, you haven't got to pay for it again. So you can use the same app on as many computers. I haven't found a limit to the number of computers that you can run it on. I mean, there may be, but I haven't come across it. So you just click on the download button if you want that one, click on the download button and it'll download it to this computer. And I think that is fantastic. So you don't have to worry about losing software. You can be back up and running in no time whatsoever. Unlike with a PC, it's just a complete nightmare. You've got to find serial numbers, you've got to find a whole range of different things to get you. Then you've got to go on the internet, find where the software is in the first place and download it. Absolute nightmare. But with a Mac, it works great. I mean, I know Windows does have a Windows App Store, but it's nowhere near as efficient. I mean, I've tried it. It's nowhere near as good as the Apple App Store. So yeah, the fantastic laptop. Really, really pleased I purchased it. They say up to 18 hours of battery life, and I think that is probably spot on because I'm finding the battery life is phenomenal with these computers. They work brilliant in clamshell mode. My MacBook Pro that I got here, my MacBook Pro I use for me editing is always used in clamshell mode. So I use an external Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. Just leave a lid closed as long as it's connected to a monitor, and it detects that. It knows that if you're connected to a monitor, you close the lid, it don't turn off. It just carries on working. So both the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air do the same thing. The beauty with the MacBook Pro, it has got its HDMI port built in, and as I said earlier, it's got an SD card reader built into the MacBook Pro. With the MacBook Air, you would need a dongle to be able to, dongle a hub, a USB-C hub, because there is only the two USB-C ports. I think the more up you go the line, they have 4 USB-C ports. I'm not sure actually. Maybe the MacBook Airs only have 2 USB-C ports. I'm not sure. But yeah, great piece of kit. So there we go. That's what I think of the MacBook. This is the M2 MacBook Air. There's an M3 out now, but this is the M2 MacBook Air. So I'm not having any issues. The fact it's only got 8 gig of, I'm going to call it RAM. They call it unified memory, but it's only got 8 gig as opposed to 16. I'm not having any issues with that so far. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Hit the like button if you like the content of my videos. Would really appreciate that. It does help me grow the channel. Cheers for now. Bye.